Back with us now again is Tom Matzke, owner administrator of Golden Crest. Welcome back.
Thank you, Debbie, and thank you for having me back. I appreciate that.
Now, the fun part, activities. What sorts of activities do you have for your residents?
We really have a variety. Again, as we said last interview, philosophically, if you don't use it, you lose it. So we really have a lot of exercise, like we play volleyball, which we must have probably 40 people involved in the volleyball. I mean, it's played with a beach ball, and but it's not only the exercise, but it's the fun that goes along with
it. I bet there's lots of big smiles.
Very much so. Activities, we do have walking clubs. Again, as we talked about the site, not only around the site is a walking trail, but we also like taking the folks to other areas to walk. We have a couple, 3 buses so that we take people shopping and out to restaurants on a weekly basis. Then also from the mental side, the residents love the Millionaire Game. So we have Millionaire Game, which is 4 teams of 8. So we really are varied, and we also have cocktail parties. We're also working with adults, and so we have our cocktail parties with very good outside entertainers. The folks love music, I love music, and so we do end up getting a lot of performers.
Well, one of the things that sounds really nice with that is the residents get to know each other and establish friendships, and they find common interests to talk about, and it sounds like a great social atmosphere.
That's the goal, though everyone has their own private apartment. So within the facility, matter of fact, it is a longer facility. We were talking about exercises. The residents will walk the hallways, which is another good social event for them. But that's, I think, is the exciting part. They all have their own private apartments, but in essence, it's our job to bring them in and find what they want, so we create that socialization as they want.
Okay. You mentioned music. What sorts of music do most people like? Is it the music from their era, or is it really diverse?
Well, to be honest, we try to expose them to all kinds of diverse entertainers. But the truth of it is, for our cocktail hours, they more enjoy their style of music. So we have Kathy Lowe, matter of fact, from this area, from New London, that comes and plays. We had a gentleman that's a professional drummer. They got them all yesterday into all kinds of drumming. But we also have more of the classic, or their sort of music.
Their dance music.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds great. It sounds great. So they have their own apartments. What sort of services do they get staying at Golden Crest?
Thanks, Debbie. That's a good question, because I think people have a misunderstanding. I believe in an all-inclusive, because I don't like being nitpicked, so I don't nitpick people. And a lot of them are menu of services. We include everything from your laundry, housekeeping, all your meals, 24-hour supervision. We transport everyone to their doctor's appointments within 25 miles, and it's all inclusive.
That's wonderful.
The nurses I work with, and we also believe in more of a wellness or holistic approach. So we spend time with the families and the residents, and trying to minimize medications and so forth. So all of that is included. It's easier to say what isn't included, which is your telephone and your cable TV. Everything else, even your paper goods and everything else, is included.
Okay. Now, we're talking about what's included. I guess we need to talk a little bit about cost, because that's a big factor for something like this.
Yes. As the owner, it's something I keep very control of, and our facility is a little over $100 a day for a studio.
That's a great price.
Yes, the state, and I wanted to comment because of the staff, we're only 2 facilities in the state have been deficiency-free for 3 years. And so the quality of life, which people take for granted, we don't, but the quality of life, along with what they've shared, is that we're one of the least expensive facilities in the state.
That's amazing, and deficiency-free is wonderful.
Yes. Yeah, well, I tell a lot of folks that there isn't a corporation to work through. I'm the owner. The buck stops here. So you want to have customer satisfaction, and that's really the name of the business.
Right. Does long-term care insurance, does that help pay for some of the cost, or is that
Yes.
just for nursing home?
No, and that is one of the misconceptions, is that long-term care insurance, we have, matter of fact, 8 or 10 folks that are on long-term care insurance, and they pay for our level of care.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I think that your place sounds like a great place for people to go and have some extra care, but also really enjoy that special part of their lives.
Thank you. You know, I think the more the folks come to see us, I know I'm coming across as a salesman because I love what I do.
Oh, you can tell.
But,
You can tell you do.
But if you visited our website, the goldencrestnh.com,
Okay.
or I would love to have you come over. Our cocktail hours are usually Friday at 3 o'clock, and really it's in the residents' care. It's not in me as a salesman. It's just to come and be a
Sure,
part of
sure.
the residents and see how they present it. And I welcome anybody, anytime, and that's the way, truthfully.
That's good to know. So
we're doing.
potential residents and/or their families could stop by or give you a call first, maybe, and
Sure, or unannounced.
come
Yeah.
to see the place.
Yes,
Because I think seeing is believing.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure very much. Thanks, Debbie.
When we return, I'll wrap up this weekend edition of the Kearsarge Chronicle with some highlights coming up on the next weekday edition, starting on Monday evening. So stay with us.
1 year.